It is our 9th loss in our last 17 games. Not including the one loss that we had in our game in that club friendly. That would make it 10 losses in our last 18. And I've had time to calm down. I've spoken to people. I've had my things to say, and I at one point was very much like, if Potter goes, if Potter loses his job, I could wake up tomorrow and think, I'm not upset, I'm not happy. It is what it is. But when you factor in the chances we had, the moments that we had in this game, fundamentally the players are to blame in this situation, not Potter. The game plan was there. I guess I'm still questioning what our game plan is whenever we come out for a second half game, second half of every single game. Let's just get into it. We had we had a goal off the line. We had a shot off the bar. We've punched it in the back of the net. We've done everything we can. But two real chances, maybe even three, but one in particular, the Koulibaly chance, just couldn't be done anything about it. It's just I'm so dejected. We'll get into it and then I'll carry on with what I have to say. But Kepa, I'm going with a 5. The lowest rating of his for quite some time, and purely and simply down to that goal. And I guess you can't really blame Enzo Fernandez for that situation, because he's not meant to be in that position in any other time in the game apart from when that sort of situation happens. So you could say, well, he needs to do better, but if he brought down his man, sure, but then we'd be without him for the next game, and we need him. We need Enzo Fernandez. Kepa went down. I haven't seen the goal again, so I can't say if he should do better, but I think given the context of the game, I'm going to give him a low rating for this on this occasion, 5. I always give Kepa a high rating, so for this, it's an anomaly, but still. The defence, James, I'm going to give a 7. I thought he looked much better than he did in the games that he has played since he has returned from his injury. And I think he was trying everything he could. He just couldn't, for the life of him, get the ball over the first defender whenever he crossed the ball, which is unlike him. It is unlike him. Thiago Silva, I feel like a 7 could be rather generous, considering, I don't know what he was doing for that first goal, punching it in the back of the net. He was off balance. He was pushed. It is what it is. He just felt the need to do that, and it did go in the back of the net, but it was disallowed through him literally punching the ball. It is what it is. I'm so tired of this game, of these players playing the way that they do. Koulibaly back into the starting 11 with Badiashile missing due to not being picked because of obviously circumstances allowing him, or disallowing him rather, from playing for Chelsea in the Champions League. A 7 for Koulibaly. I thought he was fantastic. I thought he did great in every single instance that he could have done. He nearly got a goal. But for Emre Can clearing it off the line, and it was just not to be. Ben Chilwell, a 6 for him. I was very excited. I didn't think he played too badly, just not as good as the other 3. More so the weaker link out of the 4, in that 4, but still not a bad game, not a great game, but still good to see him back in the starting 11 nonetheless. Ruben Loftus-Cheek, I'm giving a 5 purely just because... What? What does he do? He didn't really do much today. So, had his chances as well, but in the middle 2, didn't really do much. I'm just tired. It's one of those games. Take my ratings with a pinch of salt. I've tried to be as conservative. I've tried to be as reasonable as I can. Just because we've lost a game doesn't mean I'm going to give players a 3 or a 2 or whatever. There are players that have got lower ratings than the players that currently have a rating. We move on to Enzo Fernandez. I think probably, again, I think a 6 could be harsh. It could be generous. Who knows? Who knows? The fact of the matter is, and quite frankly, I thought that they let Potter down. They let Potter down. A lot of people, including myself, during the stream, I was losing my rag. I was losing my temper with the types of decisions that he's doing, like his substitutions. Like, what are you doing? Cucurella, Mount, 2 substitutions, both after the 60th minute. When did it come? You had 71st minute, 71st. Both came at the same time. You've got Chukwuemeka. You've got Lewis Hall. Why are you not bringing him on instead of Cucurella? You got Zakaria, albeit he's just come back from injury. But, like, what are you doing? The chances were there. They were there. We just didn't take it. And in hindsight, whilst I was being very harsh to Potter, I have said to people that I'm not Potter out, but I'm not Potter out. And I do rescind. I do take away that of which I have said. I am just sick of seeing very little to no way in the sense of tactics, that sort of thing. We didn't really necessarily seem like we were going for the win, but when you do factor in what we were going for, like with the chances we had, I'll just go for it. Is he here? No, he's not. You've already seen Ziyech. So Ziyech and João Felix, a 6 each. Ziyech, again, like, we need more. He got really frustrated throughout the game, but again, chances a miss. So many chances a miss. One of those players in those attacking roles where he had a chance and he just didn't take his chances, or the passes were there, or I feel like I'm waffling a bit, but when it comes to the fact of the matter, João Felix, fair enough, like, fantastic player. He's been nothing but good for us. But in this situation, 2 goals, 2 standout situations where the first one, he blazes over the bar. He was not under pressure. He could have easily, with his quality, put it in the back of the net, or at the very least, put it on target. And then he's gone round everyone, hit the bar, everything like that. I would give him a 5 just for missing those 2 chances. Because at half time on the stream, people were saying my expectations are too high. Your expectations are too high. You're expecting too much of these players in too little time. But these players are experienced. They have they're in these situations. João Felix isn't new to these types of situations. He should be putting them on target at the very least. Do you know what I mean? And so my expectations at half time, when 2 teams on the pitch have had 16 shots and 0 on target combined, when I say that the quality of the people on the pitch and that the game is there for the taking, by no means am I saying that in a first half performance we were terrible, but when we have the chances we have, we don't take them. We're in the Champions League. We don't have anything else. We're out the FA Cup. We're out the Carabao Cup. We're not in anything in the picture. Top 4 in the Premier League is not even remotely a guarantee at this point. So in games like this, yes, we're playing a game against Borussia Dortmund that are in form, and they've played 6 games in 2023 and they've won every single one of them. And we're playing against them away at the Signal Iduna fucking Park. Couldn't give a toss. When you get your chances, especially when you're away in the Champions League in a knockout game, you have to put your chances away. So quite frankly, I would give João Felix a 5, purely because of what we know about him, how good he's been, and the 2 chances he's had. Quite frankly, knowing his quality, he should have put them in the back of the net. Mudryk, I've given a 4. He has not really shown anything what he's been capable of. Since that Liverpool game, we saw glimpses and we thought, Jesus Christ, this guy looks good. This guy looks really good. And again, just really didn't come into the game, didn't do much. Quite literally the most pointless player on the pitch today, apart from Cucurella, who came on and did nothing good whatsoever. I know he's not worth 100 million. I know the price tag is distorted, but still, today's player ratings is a task. It really is, because there's a broader thing to it. It's not just ratings of players. It's moments for players. João Felix. Again, I go to Havertz. I'm giving him a 5 every single game. I don't care. He's not a striker. We haven't got a striker on our bench. We got Bettinelli, Bergstrom, Azpilicueta, Fofana, Chalobah, Cucurella, Chukwuemeka, Hall, Zakaria, Gallagher, Kovacic, Mount. Not one striker. I know we can't take Fofana, but we dropped Aubameyang, who is a striker. We still play Havertz up front, who did nothing. Nothing. It's a shame. It's a real shame. The players are letting this guy down. You can say what you want. I know I did in the stream at the moment. In the moment, I was frustrated and I was alluding to the fact that I am Potter out. I'm not Potter out, but I'm not Potter out. I am Potter in. That said, I know that's kind of wishy-washy all over the fucking place, but take it however you wish. The players need to do better. They really do. And we could have literally won that 4-5-1. They shouldn't have scored in the first place. They caught us on the counter-attack. It is what it is. I'm so tired. This team takes it out of me. Listen, I'm sure you'll let me know how you feel in the comments. Take what I've said with a pinch of salt. I'm very emotional after that game. I really wanted to win. I was looking so desperately forward to this game because it's Champions League. It's something different from the domestic cups, from the domestic games. Chelsea in Champions League is a different animal altogether. But today, it just didn't come to fruition. My name is Harry. Be sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell notification to be notified of any future content on the channel. If you wish to subscribe to my own personal YouTube channel, youtube.com/ChelseaFansXI for more content, including myself. Again, my name is Harry. Up the Chelsea. And peace.